Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Hola a todos en un nuevo episodio de Alan Wake.
There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Para empezar, gracias a lo nuevo que se estén pasando.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Y ahora que termino con
This
PC,
corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course.
bueno, y ahora que he terminado PC 98, ya puedo centrarme en los nuevos de Toho. Que va a tardar
I
mucho.
encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Bueno, vamos a ver si tu clínica encuentro. No me confío en nada de este. Lo voy a
Now,
decir.
Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
A ver si hay algo por aquí y si no, pues rápido. Un clock del día. Más allá de la sombra con la que te conformas hay un milagro iluminado de Z. El recuerdo de un amigo y poeta. ¿Esta puerta? Nada.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth.
No tengo.
Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically. I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter.
Así que está
This
mintiendo.
way. Follow me.
Bueno, yo ya voy.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're
Están
not
mintiendo.
well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I
illness.
let him
After
talk.
all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
it
nails
by
into the
myself
palms of my
now.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Now, here's
un
the
perro o
entrance
qué?
to the office wing. That's for staff only.
Scary, scary, scary.
Tenemos un pintor.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. In his office.
¿Por qué
Yeah.
les-
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Sí que es rarito. Todos.
Elbow strike. Ooh, yeah. I'll get him to the head.
El termo. Sí, se me olvida. Vamos arriba.
Alan, please. This way.
Luego, mira aquí.
Come, Alan. This way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Bienvenidos a la clínica de Cauldron Lake. Aquí podemos darle la ayuda especializada que necesita. Sin embargo, debe cumplir estos requisitos. Pida a sus familiares y amigos que concierten citas para visitarlo. Así no interferirán con su terapia y o periodos de creatividad. Debe respetar las necesidades de privacidad y espacio vital del resto de los pacientes, especialmente durante sus procesos creativos. No tengas prisa. Nuestros pacientes suelen padecer problemas creativos a largo plazo que no se solucionarán en un día. Tómese el tiempo necesario. Tenga en cuenta que recibirá voluntariamente un tratamiento específico para su problema. La terapia del compromiso, Timerman, y su método asociado, el flujo Timerman, son más eficaces cuando es usted quien les da forma y los conduce. Si tiene cualquier duda, no duden en hacérnoslo saber. Él está tratando. Eso es lo que pensaré por ahora.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, What a storm! I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Okay.
No, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Primero te voy a romper la nariz por segunda vez, ¿vale?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
¿Manuscrito?
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Ellos tenían un manuscrito.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Raro que tengan un manuscrito y que lo hayan escondido.
I'm a bad dream.
You know who, Jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do
Something's
that,
wrong.
Butch.
I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
Eh?
I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Bueno. Aquí hay un QR, vamos a ver.
For them, I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that
Mira,
makes
me da
me
igual.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now.
Wake.
It was the
Why
only
don't you
thing I could
humor
do with
Dr.
Nurse
Hartman
Birch
and give the
watching me
writing
like a
shot,
hawk.
huh? Typewriter's in your room.
Sí, eso lo sé. ¿Se me ha abierto una puerta o...? No. Nada. Para escribir.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Están haciendo caos para que vaya a la granja.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
Así que es para ayudar.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult
Esa va.
diapered asses for it, since you're so tough, Bert.
Y ahí no hay luz. Entiendo que Hartman no va a ser tan tonto para no dejarme.
Yeah, you better hide, Birch. My wrath will break you.
He's probably kidding, Bert.
Este no es el... Sí.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna stew your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously!
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Esto es las fotos que hizo el pintor.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maude could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
A ver qué hay en el...
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Barry? Al, about time! Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Hey.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Se lo han llevado los negros. Se lo han llevado las sombras.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
¿Por qué la vuelves a cerrar? Hartman, te voy a aniquilar.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Vale. Pues nada. Ahora tendrá llave, ¿no? Efectivamente. Porque es más pequeño. Mientras no me lo tiren, lo dirán. Creo que eso es lo demasiado poco para poder ir. Bengalas. Gracias.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
No me cura esta luz. Da igual. Gracias y adiós.
Al! I'm here! I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al! Oh,
Gracias.
God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
¿Qué pasa a la casa? Por una persona. Bueno, por el laberinto. Y un... Hombre, ya por fin era hora de que se acabase la... Y un... A ver. Balas. Las necesito. Y bueno. Vamos a ver qué se cuece por aquí. Termo. Y la lanzabengala. Por ahora está tranquilo. Por ahora. Y eso no me gusta. Ya me dan la escopeta.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
You. Bueno. A seguir para adelante. A bengala. Manuscrito.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Vale. Vale. Nada por ahí, nada por allá. Pues eso. Porque me están preparando. Ya. Y que fuera tan difícil esto.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. "Sleep well, Alan," Hartman whispered with a smile. "Let me take care of you." He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it. Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure. I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
No sé quién es Emil. Suspensión. Lauren Miller. 1989. Vaya arte de mierda, no voy a mentir.
Here it is! Al, I found the key!
No.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it. Look out!
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
A ver, me has empujado del coche.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh, yeah!
Barry, are you all right?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Ya. Bueno, ahora tenemos a Barry, que es Rambo, literalmente. Y yo, que sigo sin linterna. ¿Esto que es? Episodio de Alan Wake en linterna. Vale, tío. Vale, si eso es encender algo. Ahí está el perro. No, vale. Ya decía yo. Guardamos estamina para entrar al túnel, porque ahí veo luz.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Creeré que este es el episodio de Alan Wake, no linterna la mayoría. También las rocas. Revuelta hacia niña. Vale. Y ahora los otros. Cerca. Ha estado muy cerca. Y esto no me da. Tengo experiencia. Eso sí.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Bueno. Ahí está. Porque están. Y no hay nada. Vamos a hacerle luces a esto.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
A ver, hay un cable. Yo creo que sí.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Algo más aquí, parece. Generador.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
No warning. Hala. Solamente que confíe en mí mismo. Me lo llevan repitiendo muchos.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
A ver si llego a la luz. Hola amigos. Vale, vamos a ver qué quería el generador. Porque la música no está, eso. Y tres. No tengo armas, así que... La granja, granja. Puto loco. Ya verás.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Ya. Porque no es el mismo coche que tenía... Tenía el... Termo. Dame pilas. Sí, dame la linterna. Que tiene más uso.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Pero no es Barry. Por el comentario que has dejado. Dime, Dios.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
Gracias.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Pues no, no toca las trampas de oso. Y no creo que haya mucho más a los alrededores y está repleto. Manuscrito y poco más. La escopeta. Gracias.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm. The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Eso es curioso. Checkpoint. Bueno, mientras no me coma trampas de osos, todo irá bien. Y se fue.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Pues nada. Pelea doméstica.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
Mira. ¿Han matado a tu compañero o...? ¿Te parece a la cabaña que teníamos? Y este es el estudio.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Adiós.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
Y ahora cuando alguien está esperando abajo. Lo decía de mentira. Vale, pensaba que habría algo.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Lo decía de mentira,
The
¿vale?
front door was locked. The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast. For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Bueno, la sección que más odio. Conducir. Y más...
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Los tememos nunca se ven. Ahora sí, a seguir. Bueno. Yo voy por arriba. Interesa ver qué hay. Y ahí hay secretos. Venga, coche. Bueno. Otro coche y a ver qué hay aquí. Vamos a ver qué hay en la torre. La radio como siempre y algo.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Después de lo que te pasó en el anterior episodio, espero que tú también estés bien. Vale. Era necesario. Ey, 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 ey. No se corre por las escaleras. Upa. Qué vacilado, Déjame que te recargue. Gracias. Y ahora a la cabaña. Vamos a ver. No me gusta. Lo seguiré diciendo, pero me gusta que el secreto te respire. No me da granadas. Vamos a ver arriba. Nada. Va más rápido, entenderé que sí. Nada. Rompo. Atropellado. Yo voy a ignorar muy fuerte. Tiene que ser la pata. No. ¿Qué pata será? Va a atacar. Ahí está. Con la maquinaria moviéndose. Bueno, a bajar por aquí. ¿Hay algo aquí? A ver. Vale. Tendré que ir por ahí, pero... Otro secreto. Esta luz. Porque sale mi serie favorita de tele. Aquí está la tele. ¡Ey, hija! Mira, mira, mira. Cuando te crees listo, te enchufo. Te has creído listo, te enchufo. Y así es como se soluciona. ¿Por qué tienen cohetes?
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Yeah.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked! Al, hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
Venga, y déjame ver cargar un poco.
Yes! Here we go! Barry Wheeler to the rescue!
No me curas.
No! Damn it! Goddamn turn of the century wiring! Hang on out! I'll get the
Bueno.
again, I promise!
Si tengo muchos fans aquí. Mira, tú también eres un fan. Dame vida.
Oh no, no! Why do you keep doing this to me? Do it for Barry, please, please, please!
Vale, uno menos. De los tochos. No. Vale, aquí hay un... Puedo guardar aquí. Epa.
No, no,
No lo he visto.
no! Why do you keep doing this to me? Do it for Barry, please, please, please!
Vale. No. No. Sigo vivo. Sigo vivo. ¿Tú qué crees? ¿Super Mario o qué?
Back in the game, yes! Oh, can I do this?
Está. Desacosta. Vale. ¿En qué mundo de vuestros...
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
¿En qué momento de vuestros conciertos ibais a hacer eso a vuestra granja? Sería una buena pregunta. Casi me salto un manuscrito. A ver.
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think riders were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one stuck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
Ahora sí, podemos proseguir. Vale, tenemos 9 linternas. Por suerte. ¿Qué hace el cartelico aquí?
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
Sí, el mío también. Entonces que parpadean allá. Una cosa que no funciona. Y tengo que darle a recargar. Vale.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al? They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves. So how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream, and the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wake...
Un poco de paja mental, pero bueno. Vale. A proseguir.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Como viking.
Good going, Al.
¿Y esto porque está...? Bueno.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Así que se emborrachaban del río. Oh no. Un foco. Qué sorpresa. ¿Más? Tú no atacas y tú tampoco. ¿Todos felices? Vale, gracias. ¿Qué dices? No puedes. Ah, mira, me has dicho dónde hay un termo. Qué amable de tu parte. Vale, a proseguir.
I think we can make it through here, Al.
Aún mantengas el recorte mío. Dicho. Espérate, uno. Cerca. Ahora es cuando el coche se mueve o... Parece que no. Hola. Bueno, Barry, ¿algo que decir?
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal. The door was
Hey,
barred
find
from
us
the
a way
other
out of here,
side.
okay?
I'd
I'm gonna
have
take
to
a
find
closer look
another
at this
way.
stuff.
Vale. De acuerdo. Arriba. Y me voy equipando esto.
Be careful, Al!
Me están dando mucha munición. Escopeta. La tengo. Con el saco de revólver. Ah, ¿qué tal?
Whoa! You okay, Al?
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Vale, parecía que eso era una puerta abierta. No hay nada aquí. Pues para arriba. La linterna. A ver qué dice la radio.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. Can't talk about that. I wasn't gonna say anything. Just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat. Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Así que...
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Dame todo. Puedo... Vale, por aquí. ¿Verdad el tractor? Sí, eso. Por sorpresa de nadie. La maquinaria. No sabía solo que es eso. ¿Cuál puerta le tengo que abrir? Bueno, creo que ya sé cuál es. Así que pillo esto. ¿Qué hace, amigo? No hacen nada, pues tampoco. Te vas. También. ¿Qué haces atacándome? Vale. Y a la cabeza. Y a trepar. Tendría que haber ido allá, pero... Ah, está tapado.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
No,
Yeah, it's
¿quién iba
me.
a ser?
Hey, let's go, man. I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Solamente es la única puerta. Esa está tapada.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
¿Puedo pillar la motosierra? Dime que sí. Dime que sí, dime que sí, dime que sí. No. All God knows the truth. Vale. Aquí tiene que haber flechas. Antes de entrar, está por aquí. Creo que he visto una flecha. Puede ser el segundo. Pero los viejos tíos se conocen. Curioso. Cuanto menos.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Bueno, el típico termo en la cocina. Y como Alan Wake me lo voy a tanquear como pecho y espalda. Otro termo. ¿Has seguido?
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to... Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself. Slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding.
Nada.
Those guys sound awesome.
Vale, antes de entrar ahí, creo que es...
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
ver.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
Cosa que yo no haría. Emborracharme. No me gusta el alcohol.
No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy, drunken dream. And yet, it was more than that. It was the truth. A suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened.
Alice?
I remembered being
Alice?
surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Ah, no puedo avanzar.
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice,
Alice!
and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
Arriba.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it.
I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Bueno, ha estado interesante, al menos la historieta del final. También os recuerdo, gracias a todos los que se estén pasando, nuevos y los que son habituales por el canal. Y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo de Halloween. Adiós.